What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne. So guys, we got to get into it, man. This one is pretty weird, okay? Now, we broke down the video of Kodak Black dancing with his mother and then grabbing her booty. And now we have the brother Jim Jones basically admitting that he was a son husband to his mom, okay? So he says that she taught him everything he knows about intercourse, and she taught him everything he knows about kissing and all that kind of stuff. But what I want to explain to you guys, that these women, when they're single moms, they raise son husbands, okay? You see the way, you know, Jim Jones, he ended up turning out successful, but the route that he went, you know, with the hip hop and all that kind of stuff, and usually it doesn't end well for black men, okay? There are only a few people who come out of the hood and are really good rappers and stuff like that. So you could tell he was obviously involved in the streets, and then he has some other situations where he's involved in some other, you know, nefarious activities when it comes to the streets. But we're not going to get into that. What we're going to talk about is the relationship between him and his mother. A lot of these women use their sons as a son husband. They dress them up all cute as the men that they find attractive, and then they start doing weird stuff with their kids, okay? Borderline, if you will, molestation, okay? Borderline molestation. But I'm gonna let him explain it to you guys, and we'll see what you guys think about it.
A lot of kids' parents were coming up in the 80s. You dig?
Yeah,
like the 80s was wicked.
But that's a strong woman for your mom to not ever downplay your dad.
Because my mom and my dad were like Bonnie and Clyde. Remember, my mom had me when she was 16.
Yeah.
I was 17. She was still in high school. And they would...
By the way, we are going to have your mom on lip service.
So the mother had him very young. So they're not really too far apart in age. And nowadays, especially on TikTok and other social media platforms, you see these cougars, these older women who still are kind of attractive. They're out here looking for younger men. So it wouldn't be far-fetched to see a 46-year-old woman looking to date a 30-year-old man, okay? Or a 29-year-old woman looking to date a 20-year-old man. Look at Brittany Renner in PJ Washington. She specifically targeted him because she thought she was going to be able to control him because of his youth. And what she didn't understand is that it actually backfired because he hadn't gotten it all out of his system. So she needs to be looking for an older man. But the problem is, an older man is not going to fall for her trips because he'll do a quick search on WorldStar of Bundle of Brittany, and he'll see the type of rhetoric that she spews.
Service. I hope you're okay with
That's cool. She's gonna go crazy. That's
I love your mom.
I'm just letting you know in advance.
I hope y'all ready for it. Like
that is happening.
that is a wild woman.
You know everybody loves your mom.
I learned my sex education
We follow each other on Instagram.
from my mother.
I love her so.
Whoa. So he just said he learned sex education from his mother. And, you know, there's 2 points that you can make about this. Obviously, the parents need to be the ones who are teaching their children about sex education, real sex education, not the birds and the bees talk. I'm talking about, you know, STDs. I'm talking about wearing condoms. I'm talking about protecting yourself. I'm talking about, you know, intimacy and understanding, not detailed how to deal with a woman, but how to deal with those emotions after having the intercourse. Those need to be discussions, obviously. But enacting those things and practicing those things and testing those things out with your children is absolutely wrong, debaucherous, and it really should be looked at with a magnifying glass, because in the black community, this happens all the time. Don't get it messed up. See, people always try and paint the picture as, you know, oh, well, the pedos are old white dudes. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of old white dudes who are pedos, but the reason why in the black community or in the hoods that these guys are never exposed and they're able to deal with super young women, like an R. Kelly, if you will, you know, and other entertainers, the reason why it's never exposed is because you have a no snitching policy in the hood. And people are less likely to come to the police about child molestation in the hood than in these white communities, just because of that no snitching policy. And some of these child molesters, they're also like very influential in the streets, and they've got a name, and they'll, you know, shoot you. You know, look at the African Bambaataa situation in Hassan Campbell. He was molesting Hassan Campbell and other people, and he was able to get away with it because they have a no snitching policy in the hood, and he was a known gangster. So nobody's really gonna step to him on that type of time unless they wanted or were willing to deal with those repercussions.
What did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her.
She showed him.
Mouth, like she
kissed.
Whoa. Run it back.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay.
I love it.
My parents
You seen Angela Yee's face. She was like, she kissed you? His mama was possibly, you know, and I don't want to come for anybody's mama, but she might have been getting aroused by tonguing down her own son. These are a lot of the problems that go unchecked in the community, okay? It really is. So, that was very weird, but I don't want to harp on it even further. You know, we see what's going on here. But make sure, guys, if you see a son husband, give that boy some mentorship. Make sure he don't go down the wrong path, because these are the types of dudes who have 20, 30 baby mamas by the time that they're 21 years old. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below. You already know. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne.